Glam girls, welcome back to another video. I'm barefaced because we're going to be doing makeup today. I'm going to be starting with this rose face milk from 4th Ray Beauty, which is a company by ColourPop. So it comes with a dropper, and I am going to take that on a brush like this and kind of just give me a few drops. For primer, I'm gonna go in with this YSL primer. This is, first of all, the packaging, isn't it gorgeous? It has like these gold flecks in it, and I used to use this a lot when I first got it, but then it's one of those products that kind of gets lost in the shuffle, so I'm gonna be using some of this as well. And this kind of gives you some radiance, but it also like fills in lines, pores. Foundation, I'm gonna be using a foundation that is new to me. This is the Pat McGrath Skin Labs Skin Fetish foundation. This is the color medium 15. I'm gonna use it alone at first and just go with it just to see what it really looks like. I'm gonna try to use it alone. If the color really doesn't match well, then I will add something. First of all, isn't this package gorge? But I think the color should be a decent match. I'm gonna use one of my favorite foundation brushes ever, this angled brush from Real Techniques. And I'm just going to stipple. This definitely has a watery texture. It really reminds me of like watering down, you know, one of your favorite foundations with like moisturizer. That's what it feels like. It does not feel like foundation. It feels like I watered down one of my favorite foundations with a liquidy like cream or something. And like even through blending, I'm kind of like blending it off. Like it's not really sticking. It kind of is like moisturizer. For me, I just need more coverage. You can really still see, I have a breakout right here and here. I guess that's just the time of the month, huh? But yeah, like the redness coming through the breakouts and like acne scars, you can still see it. Like this to me is not even as much coverage as I get out of using just concealer. Like if I'm gonna do a no makeup look, I prefer to take concealer and just spot treat the spots that I want to cover. But I don't feel like a watery foundation does anything for me. Like to me, that's just evening out your skin tone, but you're not covering anything. So if you have like perfect skin, then you are gonna love this. But if you're looking for coverage and some nice like, yeah, some nice coverage, not gonna be it. Definitely good for like an everyday quick makeup. If you're into, like I said, BB creams and stuff like that, then yeah. But for me, I need more coverage, and that's why I love my Huda Beauty foundation, which I'm gonna add some to this, not because of the color, but because of the coverage. I need more coverage. This, that Huda comes through. You guys can see how much more evened out my skin tone is. Now you get the texture that's already there, but you don't see color. It's extremely evened out. Okay, so next for concealer, you guys have chosen the KKW. Oh wait, it's 50% KKW and 50% Kylie right now. So I'm gonna mix both because that's the most fair thing to do. For a minute there, Kylie was winning, but now it's a tie. So I have Kylie in the shade Stone, which is a pretty fair color. It has like a pinky undertone. So I'm gonna take one of the darker ones from Kim to kind of balance them out. So I have the KKW in number 3 and the Kylie in Stone. So I'm gonna do KKW first. And I always take the one that's lighter. I put that one second, and I put less than that one. And then I also, I don't put the lighter one in the center because it's too light. So I'm gonna take Stone from Kylie. This one's a little bit heavier, but it's still a nice, creamy concealer. And to blend, I'm gonna use my Real Techniques sponge. And I just like to use them dry. I might spray a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna spray it a little bit. This is the Crystal Powder Hydro Mist, glowing hydro mist, I guess. It says that it has watermelon, lemongrass, and rose crystal extracts. and aloe to be hydrating and boosting and glow boosting and all that. So I'm just gonna take some of that. Alright, next I asked you guys if I should use the Laura Mercier translucent regular powder or if I should use the translucent glowy powder, and let's see, I think the regular powder what won. Let's see if it changed. Yeah, regular translucent won by 60%, so that's what we're gonna do. Taking this little brush that I'm loving. This is the Tulip powder brush, 124 by Il Makiage. I love this for under the eyes. I think it's just like the perfect brush. So took some in the cap, and now I'm just going to pack that. I like this method of powdering because not only are you setting really quickly, but you're also getting a nice diluted powder application. It's a lot smoother and softer, and I'm just taking whatever's left to mattify everything else. Got to put brow products in my survey or my poll, but you probably would have chose Benefit, I think. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you would have chosen Hourglass brow or Benefit. But I'm gonna go in with Benefit. So I'm using the regular Precisely My Brow in the new shade 3.75. I was using 3.5 before, and I just think that the little hint of more darkness on the 3.75 is just a little bit more of a better fit for my brows. Alright, now I'm gonna actually start on eyeshadow while my brows are setting. And yeah, I asked you guys, should I do a brown smoky eye or a black smoky eye? And surprisingly, you asked for a brown smoky eye by 82%, which is crazy because I do brown smoky eyes all the time. That's kind of like my favorite look and my go-to look for glam. So in a way it's good, but at the same time I'm like, damn, I would think you guys would want me to do something different. My original plan was to do a black smoky eye, but I was like, let me put it up for debate. So because I wasn't sure if I wanted to use just one palette, I didn't ask you about palettes. That's why I asked black or brown. You guys said brown. Normally I do like glitter first and like I use cream, but I'm like, let me try to kind of challenge myself to not use cream shadow, to just use powders and, you know, other things. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of concealer to start my eyes. Should I zoom you in? Of course, while I'm filming, something has to be going on outside. Okay, so I have the perfect eyeshadow palette for a brown smoky eye. We're gonna use the Urban Decay Honey. I thought this would be the perfect time to use it. I've only used it like once, and there's just like the perfect, gorgeous browns and golds and just everything you need for the perfect brown smoky eye. I think I also brought a black pencil if I have to deepen anything. So like I said, I'm gonna start by using some of the KKW concealer. I'm trying to do a little bit of a different method, you know, show you guys that I got skills. I could do something else because I always do the same thing. I'm gonna use this brush from Real Techniques, this little eyeshadow brush, so I can buff out that concealer, and this is going to work as our base. I am gonna blend that into the crease area just so that the powder shadow can stick and blend everywhere nicely. This is so weird. I never do this. I feel like Instagram makeup girl right now. I just got this new Morphe eyeshadow brush. This is the Morphe M441. I'm so excited to use it. I'm going to start with Sweet and Swarm. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna start with this shade here. I need a little bit more color. That is Keeper. You know, like Beekeeper. So I'm gonna start by pressing that. I like to press in the crease so that the color deposits the darkest right in that crease. And now I can give it a little blend. Take a smaller eyeshadow brush, MAC 217, so I can really start to build that up. Now it's just really about placing the color to make it darker. Like, you can really do it kind of messily, and going back with the other brush to actually blend it out. But I'm honestly messy with my shadow looks. Like, I don't even like spending this much time blending. I'm already tired, like I'm over it. I'm done. So let's move on to darker shades. I'm going to go in with Drip. Go in with Drip, a nice darker brown, and place that in the crease as well. Actually, you know what? I'm placing that more like above the crease and using that bigger brush to blend it again. All right, so now to really smoke it out, make it super dramatic, I'm gonna go in with the darkest color in the palette, which is the shade Sting. It's like a nice, really rich, deep brown. This is the MAC 239. And we're just going to pack that onto the lid. I'm keeping it kind of on the lash line, just like thick, not really going up to the crease. And then what I'm going to do is take the second brush we used, and I'm going to use that to kind of diffuse that line so that it almost looks like a gradient effect. So the darkest at the lash line, then slightly lighter, and then lighter and lighter. So you just are basically creating that nice gradient effect and going in with a little bit more of that. And then this is the point when you can decide, okay, I want it smokier, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of black or even like a brown liner if you have. Also take whatever's on that brush and go underneath the lash line. Take a clean brush to really buff all those edges. Make sure everything is nice and blended. And then at this point you can say, okay, I might want it a little bit smokier. And here you can add like a cream eyeshadow that's darker, or a glitter, or just a black liner. You can take a black liner, go right into the lash line as close as you can get it, because we're not trying to make this a black smoky eye, you know, we want it to be brown. So I'm going to take the flat brush that has the brown shadow and kind of slightly smudge that. So I'm going to finish the other eye, put on mascara, and then come back to finish my face. Alright guys, so to finish the eyes, I added mascara. This is the Pacific Highest Lash Mascara. I actually like this mascara. A little bit of shine to the center of the lid. I took a mixture of the 3 glitter shades, Golden, Honey, and Queen. These 3 gold glittery ones here. I just took those on my finger like this. And then you get that nice little gold shimmer. Look down and just press that. I always do glitter, so you guys know I have to have a touch of it somewhere, but this is a little bit more on a softer kind of vibe. And then I'm going to finish off by doing I want to do a highlight in the inner corner, because I always forget to do inner corner highlights. I have this palette too from ColourPop of like all these glitter, pressed glitter shades, so I'm trying so hard not to take one of these glitters and put some, but oh god, I did it. I was like telling myself not to. I mean, just a little. And then I do want to do a color, one of the glitters in my inner corner. I'm gonna use some of the highlighter that I brought to use on my face. This is the new, one of the new highlighters from Fenty for holiday. This one's called Metal Moon. Like a metallic highlight. It's more of like a satin highlight. It's interesting. Let's do bronzer because I am looking super pale. So You guys chose Fenty Bronzer by 75%. So yeah, let's do it. It's my favorite. I use it every day anyway. So I'm going in with Cocoa Naughty. Forgive my hair. I'm doing my hair after because I want to film how I do my own blowouts. And every time I do my blowout, I'm like, oh, next time. But since I was filming today a makeup tutorial, I was like, you know what? I'll do my hair after. I'm also going to use that bronzer on the sides of my nose to give me a little bit more snatch and contour. I also like to put it on the sides of my nose just so that my nose looks more naturally bronzed in comparison, because we don't want the center of our face to be super pale and like blurred out. And I have a little nose, so if I don't give my nose a little bit of bronzer on the sides, it just kind of disappears. Like you see, all you see is nostrils. I like a little bit more structure. It elongates my nose, which in turn elongates my face. So that's just what I personally do to give my face a little bit more structure and a little bit more length. And I'm using an angled brush that's like perfect for this. But obviously, if you have the opposite problem, then you don't have to do this. It's just what I do to kind of help. And then I go in this way. And if I ever feel, do you see how that instantly like kind of helps my face look longer? All right, next, I said I was gonna put lashes on, right? I'll save that for last. Next is blush. So I asked you guys powder or cream. I like cream, but you guys said 71% powder, so we're doing powder. And the choices I gave, one was peachy, one was pink, so I figured that would kind of help as well. So you guys went for the really peachy corally one, which is fine with me. Works perfect for a look like this. This is the Becca I was gonna say concealer blush in the shade Tiger Lily. I'm gonna put it towards the back of the cheekbone. I also like to take a little bit of the leftover blush and kind of hit the center of my face. That just helps even more give it a natural look. Alright, next for highlighter, I asked you guys if you, what did I ask for highlighter? Did I give you a highlighter option? What was next? Oh, I didn't give you a highlighter option, but I asked for lips glossy nude versus matte nude, and so far it's glossy by 57%, so it's almost tied. And I didn't ask for highlighter because I forgot, and also because I love doing cream highlighter, so I would have been really upset if you guys said powder. And I always do cream, and I use a mixture that I make myself, so I just always pop that on the tops of the cheekbones. I'm gonna go in with that Pacifica Crystal Powder Hydro Mist. I like that. It's like a soft mist and my skin doesn't feel super wet. Alright guys, as you can see, I finished, so I added my lashes. For lips, I went in with the KKW Nude 2 lip liner. So I just line first. And I do like a thick line so that my lipstick can really blend and you still get a nice little definition. Then for lipstick slash gloss, I went in with the She's Unapologetic Monocream Moment Silky Lip Cream from Patrick Ta. Just got this in my Sephora haul if you check that out. Such a gorgeous nude color. Perfect for me. And then to blend it in and make it more glossy and just really finish it off, I went in with my favorite. This is one of my favorite nude lip glosses of all time. This is NARS lip gloss in Striptease. This is just like a classic. It really finishes off every kind of nude moment for me. The Patrick Ta is more of a pinky mauvey brown nude, which I like, but then the NARS just really makes it a little bit more nude and a little bit more peachy. I like a peachy undertone to my nudes. I think it just looks better with the golden brown and everything. And I'm just gonna do another spray, finish off with a little more spray. It just makes it kind of melt in better. And then I'm gonna finish off with a little bit more mascara. So that's the final look, guys. I know I'm not dressed the most glamorous, but I am going to give myself a blowout now. So like this video if you liked this video. Comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. What was the product that you were most excited about from this video, or which product stood out to you the most? What product are you interested in me trying more, showing you more? I kind of want to add this glitter on top. I'm gonna add this glitter gloss on top. This is from the Anastasia Holiday Lip Collection they did. But this glitter gloss on top, man, I don't know, it just does something to me. This is in the shade Summer Vibes, even though it's a holiday collection. Maybe they just took colors that already existed, I'm not sure. But anyway, let me know what you guys liked about this video the most, if you want to see more stuff like this. And of course, if you want to see shorter, quicker, to the point tutorials where it's just showing you what I'm doing, you can check out my IGTV. I did a video for this look as well, if you want to see that anyway, just to see, kind of compare like what a full tutorial would be like in comparison to what you see on IGTV. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you and stay glam.